Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Farm, thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do. For you, I got a nice little lesson for you today. Some people might not appreciate it, but you know how I do. The truth is the truth. And if the truth hurts you, that makes you a liar. Let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my stories. For life, I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. See where we going with this? So let's get it together. I asked the question: do you know you? You will when I get through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my eye be true. Right thinkers. Let's talk about P Funk's philosophy on relationships. Remember, opposites attract. Let's talk a little nature, little facts, and then put it all together about life and see if I'm right. I was big on George Burns and Gracie Allen comedy show team back in the day when I was coming up, the vaudeville comedian. They had perfect timing. They was always sharp. And George was the straight man. Gracie was the dippy blonde. She's always, but she was the one who did all the work. She wrote that stuff. She did the skit. He was just a straight man. And when they broke up, he didn't want to do the partner again. Some women, when they get so tight, some women, older women, when their husband die, wolves. When their mate dies, they don't remarry. They don't nope. They just mourn for the rest of their life. They lost. So that's no different than us. And they don't have incest. Wolves won't have sex with their sisters, cousins, or their parents. They're smarter than we are. So moving on. But the idea is the difference. George was the smart guy, supposedly, in the team, but she was the dippy dumb one. But in reverse, she really was the head. So again, I'm a nerd. I love studying. I love learning new things about life to better myself. When? Daily. I'm with a book every day. I'm reading something every day. I'm learning something every day. As a teacher, I do that so that I can teach what I'm learning and what I know. So I'm constantly progressing with knowledge of self. That's it. I'm a student of life. I'm still learning. But whenever you got two ignorant people, that's like two positive magnets. Okay, it ain't gonna work. It ain't going to work. Wait a minute, slow down. When you got two ignorant people, they will never come together without intellect and balance. It won't work. Now let's get into nature. Male, yin, female, yang, male, light, female, dark. See the opposites? See the opposites? Okay, so male, female, just go together. And any way you put it, you got to have two opposites. Left got to have it right. Up got to have it down. You see where we're going with that? That's the creation. That's what Maya represents. You got to have, in order to make a choice, you got to have two things to choose from. And they need to be opposites. One good and one bad, one whatever you want to look at it, how you want to divvy it up, whatever works for you. But that's a constant. That's a fact. Male, male can't produce. Female, female can't produce. Male, female, you got it. Me, female, male, good again. But the other way won't work. All right. One is smart. Okay, in relationships, you get back to relationship concept. A lot of times in every relationship, you got the smart one, you got the not so smart. I don't want to call them dumb, but you got the enlightened one, you got the ignorant one who knows and one who don't. However you want, whatever you want to break it. But a lot of times relationships, you are not evenly yoked, as the Bible says. Oh, they were even. No, because if I'm doing this and my weaknesses is over here, and I got the mate who can pick up the weaknesses, now that makes me whole. Same token for her. What she lacking, the man should pick up the slack. That works together. That's harmony. There's two opposites. That's what makes relationships work, friendships, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but that is a must. I don't want to call them. You have in relationship. One is smart, one is not so smart. I won't call them dumb or stupid. I don't like that. That's a degrading concept. No, I would say ignorant and knowing. Why? Ignorant just means not to know. Okay, in a relationship, somebody don't know something. That's why y'all can come together and make it work. If I know what you don't know, then I can enlighten you. If you know what I don't know, you can enlighten me. That's what makes it work. Okay, understand that. So if someone who knows, we consider them enlightened, intelligent, smart, whatever. Then you got someone who don't know, but believes is ignorant. Not knowing and believing is the same thing. Okay, understand that. So I put them in the same category. So you got one who believe in God, one who know God. They both right. Why? Because you got the right to believe whatever you want. You can't force nobody to do that. As a teacher, I know one thing. I give advice. I give knowledge, information. You can do with it what you want. Simply that. I don't try to convert, persuade, none of that. I was told you should invite more people to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you. But I'm here to teach. I ain't here to do all other stuff. I'm not a marketing strategist, so that ain't I'm here to not market myself. I just do one thing. That's what I do for you. Again, if you got two enlightened people, they will harmonize and make it work. Why? Because with intellect and knowledge, you can figure things out. Self-mastery, meaning you got you together. I'm not responsible for somebody else. I'm responsible for me. So if you're doing your part, then up to the other person to do theirs, and that's how it's going to work. But if they don't know, it's going to get rough on you. So that's where you got to pull yourself together and decide, do I want to still do this? Now, some people, deal breakers. Some deal breakers is that, listen, if you can't stop doing that, I can't be with you. If you can't stop doing it, I can't be with you. So that's unevenly yoked. When somebody can't tolerate what somebody else is doing, y'all don't need to be together. Simple. Okay. But when you got two enlightened people, they will figure it out. Why? That's what enlightened means. They have knowledge and intellect. That's what that's for. Ignorant means not knowing it, and you're going to have problems. Okay, that's the difference. But if you got two people who both do what? The same thing, it won't work either. Why? You need opposite. If I do this and you do this, what about the stuff that neither one of us do? We stuck on stupid, so to speak. Why? Because other stuff ain't getting done. I want somebody who don't do what I do, but do stuff that I don't like to do. Why? That way that's covered too. That's why I'm going to do my job. I'm going to handle my business. I bring that to the table and I put it, okay, I'm here. I'm ready. Person opposite got to do the same thing. That's on them. They're going to do it with me. I don't control that. But again, in relationships, you have to understand your role. Women, stop thinking you can change a man. Men, stop thinking you can't make a whore a housewife. That's the phrase telling you can't change a woman. If she's a whore, let her be a whore. If you want to deal with her, being a whore, you deal with her. Understand that. But that's all. But all that changes, the only thing you can change is you. That's my philosophy. I'm sticking to it. I'm what? In my marriage, okay? In my marriages, I was always what? The smart one, the intellectual one, the provider. Why? I was going out every day making that money, taking care of business. That's why. That's what men do. That's my role. Now, how would it go wrong when the other person, who I am responsible for, do other things? When I get money, I'm out. I'm done. Again, I know, I don't do that. Okay, that was before I got enlightened, so understand that. And being the smarter one, or being the one who knows himself, have a better understanding because you're grounded, you understand who you are, you know yourself better, and you're going to get a mate. Be it male or female, it's not going to be where you are. Not going to be like you. It's going to be opposite. That's what opposites do. They attract, okay? Because you do that and I do this, We can work this thing out. All right. And being the smarter one, don't make you the boss. Don't put you, well, I'm smart. No. Smart meaning be the high road taker. I give in. I acquiesce. Why? That's how I keep the peace. If I wanted what I want, do what I want, I need to be by myself. So you got to learn to give a little, okay? Take a little. But if you don't want to, don't worry, you be by yourself. Simple. That's how it's supposed to be. In relationships, you want to be with somebody who brings something other than what you bring to the table. That's how you enhance each other. That's how you grow together. Behind every good man is a good woman. Why? You got to have somebody backing up that's good too. Their job is just as important as yours. A lot of us get the ego. Yeah, it's all me, all mine. Come on, man. What about the people who help you? Moving on. That's the difference. Okay. Now, being smarter don't make you boss. Okay. Being the brains of the relationship and the operation don't make you the boss. Just the smart one. That's pretty much it. In the household. I don't want to run the household. Too much stuff that I don't got time to do. So let me do the household. Run the budget. I ain't got time for that. Take care of that too. But when it comes down to take care of what I do, I don't need nobody for that. I do that. I got that covered. Simply done. All you got to do is handle what you do. I ain't got no nickel in that dime. Don't bother with mine. Moving on. Again, that's how you make it work. Teamwork make the dream work. If I did what you did, neither one of us would get nothing done. Well, outside of what we both do, that won't work. All right? But if I met a woman as smart, as intellectual as I am about life, we would be good friends. But not relationship. Why? We would clash. There's a clash there. Why? Because some stuff that I'm occupied doing, I don't want to do. That's why I'm doing this. I got somebody to do the other stuff. Wash, cooking, and cleaning. Fellas, you feel me? So understand that. And women who understand it, they don't mind doing that. Why? That's what they do. I get up every day and go get it. That's what I do. Moving on. Okay, I bring it home. Okay, moving on. That's old school. I learned that from him too. Two things need to happen to be opposite, aka different, to produce something awesome, aka something from the two of y'all. A little bit of me, a little bit of you. We got something. We got life. We got a little bit of me, a little bit of you. I look just like that guy. I look just like my mom too. And like you look like him going on, no, you like both. That's what both made you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And people kill me with that. Who you look more like, your mother or your dad? Do it make a difference? Moving on. Two men can't produce life. The cross is said about the male phallus. You got two men crossing swords. They can't produce nothing but what? Pleasures of the flesh and all that nonsense that the gay people do. And instead of correcting the psychological problem there, y'all advocate it as a lifestyle. Now we got to deal with the the alphabet gang. Why? Because y'all gave them rights. Moving on, I ain't going there. Two men can't produce nothing. Okay, neither can two women. But y'all getting paid billions of dollars to have women showing, doing what y'all like to see them do. It's called porn. Okay, but it's only good for what? Pleasures of the flesh. That's all. That ain't gonna get you into heaven. That ain't gonna get you to the afterlife. That gonna get you back here, this life. If you like that stuff, then you be here again. Animals. First of all, stop telling me it's okay. I was born that way. No, animals aren't gay. If you got two dogs, sometimes three dogs, they're going to go look for a female dog. Why? They ain't going to do each other. Contrary to some of y'all nonsense, no, ain't happening. So nature takes care of that. That's my point with that. That's when you do the analogy to get out the way. So stop with that. Well, no. It's good for you for pleasure. That's all it is. If it's just for pleasure, that means it ain't going no further. Moving on. So do what you do. I'm not homophobic, all right? Just make a point. No, y'all doing that by choice, okay? I'm the smart one, but I'm not the boss. Don't have to be. Don't have to be. If you're smart, you know your role, you'll play your position, and all that. Who got that? I ain't got time for that nonsense, okay? Being intelligent means that you're the one with what? Knowledge of things, mainly yourself. Start with that. First thing, if you ain't got self-knowledge, stop thinking you can run or tell anybody a damn thing about anything else, okay? Take care of you first. Again, handle your business. If your knowledge, if you know thyself, that means you are an enlightened being. Everybody is not enlightened. Some people comfortable being unenlightened. Some people you can enlighten. Some people you gotta leave alone. Me being the master, understand just who to deal with, who not to deal with. But that don't take away the fact that what I am and who I am. I know me. I'm trying to help others to do the same thing. I ain't trying to force nothing on you. Just want to make points that you can understand, hopefully, and say, let me think about that. Yeah, that's all. But in enlightened, don't make you boss of anybody but yourself. I don't run nothing but me. Ain't trying to be in control of nobody but myself. That's a full-time job. I ain't trying to run somebody else. Simple as that. I don't give a damn kid, adult, don't make a difference to me. I teach you, I'll instruct you, but I ain't trying to control or manipulate no one. Understand that too. Now, if what? I'm smart enough to know what? That's smart me. I'm smart enough to know what I know, though. I'm smart enough to know what I don't know. And I'll be the first to tell you. Well, I thought you knew everything. No, I don't know everything. I ain't never told you that. I keep telling you I don't. You keep thinking I do. It takes two things opposite to make harmony. My harmony is to bring what I bring to the table. The harmony is you bring yours and we can make it work. That's harmony. If somebody's short on their end of what they're supposed to be doing, that's going to cause a problem in the relationship. Don't make a difference what it is. Understand that. So if you're the one, then you got to pick up your slack. Don't blame the other person and get upset with them because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. A lot of that going on too. Moving on. All right. What you got? I'm smart enough to know what I don't know. Again, I'm smart when it comes to what? Reading people, understanding people, and using my discernment about people, be they good, bad, and different. I will recognize that in the instant with people. Something that I ain't got a problem with that. But if you got a mate that's ignorant, and you know they're ignorant, deal with that. Simple as that. When that situation is when one is this, one is that, y'all that way for a reason. Don't keep picking on their weaknesses. That's just wrong. And that's very degrading to the person who got to deal with you. And I'm like, I'm not concerned for having somebody disrespect me, expect me to respect them. I got one philosophy. You disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back. Simple as that. You hit me, I'm hit you back. Simple as that. I'm that dude. So why? No, I'm not nice. I'm not religious either. I'm not a Christian. I'm not none of those things. Okay, I'm real. And you'll find out. Simple as that. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me wrap this up again. I appreciate you tuning in. This is just a quick lesson to hope. I'm a therapist, relationships right now. I'm smart enough when it comes to what? Reading, knowing people. We make mistakes about picking people, choosing people based on certain things, and all the time ain't always 100%. But when your discernment get better, your decision making better, you'll be a happier camper. But every time you make a decision that you make, you got to live with that. Understand that part. So harmony is what? Two things opposite come together as one to make the balance, to keep it, okay? This is harmony. This ain't harmony. This ain't harmony, okay? This is harmony. That's what I mean by two opposites coming together. You can't make it no other way. Trust me. Moving on. And if we are going to be together, you have to bring something to the table. That's just my street acronym. I'm not dealing with you if you ain't got nothing. Ain't happening. Moving on. Simple fact. Okay, so if you got something I ain't got nothing, we ain't gonna make nothing. Why? I ain't dealing with you. Simple. Something and something, we can make something else. But something with nothing, you gonna take away. I ain't got time for that. Okay, that's a one-way relationship. They don't work. All right. But when I was that bad guy, women love that. I was attracted to what? To good women. Or nice, whatever you want to call them. But they like that bad guy. They love that guy. They love him. Bad guy. Bad guy. Him and my mama are two different people. I know better than anybody. I had to ask, what the? She told me, okay, I get it. But that's, again, opposites. Opposites. We never had balance in no relationship I had when I was a bad guy. Why? I didn't bring honesty to the table. All I brought to the table was lying, conniving, and BS. Okay, ego tripping. I know that now. Back then, you couldn't tell me. Man, all ego. So again, it never worked. Again, you don't harmonize. The music ain't going to sound good. relationship won't go nowhere. Bad women attract good men. How many people I know? I'm watching the Law and Order, right? This guy was with a prostitute. Now she been in the game over 20 years. Everybody know, but she playing the life. She lived double life. She looked one way in a minute, go with her street clothes on, go do her thing. Right? She separated her life. 20-some years, she had a trick. Trick done been married twice. And every Thursday, he still would go do his thing. He ended up killing up a bunch of people, losing his damn mind. Yeah, he was crazy. He was crazy. But that mindset right there, he had no understanding about nothing except what? Pleasuring himself. Not his wife. He got that other one on the side. Pleasures of the flesh. Some men can't help themselves. And they got women who would do just that. Serve you. Call them hookers. Okay? But what's this? And that's the nature of the beast. It's been proven fact. Women love women. Guys love them street walking women. They don't do that no more. They on Instagram now. You ain't gotta walk the strip no more. Just go to Instagram. They all over the place. And again, there's bad with good. That's good for the physical thing, but that's all that's for. Okay, that's that life. We call it street life for a reason. Okay, but remember it up. Two bad people can be what? Bad together in different ways and make it work. Criminal minds work criminals. Okay, that's what like-minded people come together, and that's what they concern. That's their harmony. I can't trust him. I know he lies, cheats, and shit, but he's mine, or she's there, but she mine. That mindset right there. It's that going on too. Simple facts of life. Okay. So the two bad people can be bad in different ways, and they can only they can make it work between them two. Not that, no, just them. Wrapping it up. If you're good and she's good, or he's good, together y'all can't be bad or go wrong. So that's what makes it work. Again, when two good people get together, that's a beautiful thing. But the odds of that is a little slimmer than most. So when you get that combination, that's what makes it work. I see people 20, 30 years in marriage. That's why they got there. Why? The two people work together. Okay? For the what? For the good. Good wants good. Bad don't always want good. Hope you got the concept. And remember, opposites attract. So if you good, you better go find your bad person. Why? Because you don't want somebody like you. According to, opposite that appeal thing. Another one of our many principles. We don't attract what we want. We attract what? What like us. Or they say opposite. Men should attract women. Women should attract men. I don't want to attract men. So that's just a lesson. Opposites attract. Proven math, nature tells you the same thing. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. Right thinkers, in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I've never known my right thinkers who now understand relationships, remember opposites attract, have passed away.